if I only had 1 minute to talk, what I would tell you is speedrun Ethereum. If you are a developer or you know developers, I want it to meme it into existence, speedrun Ethereum. If your developer buddy is on a train and they're leaving and they roll down the window and they want one last shout of how to get into Ethereum, tell them to speedrun Ethereum. And I'll go here and show that for a second. But just making sure that's the most important takeaway I want you to have today. Good. Here we go. Come on. Is speedrun Ethereum. Right there. So speedrun Ethereum takes you through, initially, you're going to grab Scaffold ETH. You're going to learn the syntax. If you're a good programmer, the Solidity syntax is easy. You'll pick it up right away. And then after many mentorship sessions, I've crafted, with the help of a bunch of people, this curriculum that takes you through, kind of teaches you about Ethereum, how to build on it, but it does it in a way where it really shows off the superpower of Ethereum and how it works, what it's good at and what it's not good at. So, if there's one message I have to deliver here, it's speedrun Ethereum. Grab Scaffold ETH and run through it. If a developer friend of yours is thinking about getting in, tell them to speedrun Ethereum. So now that I've got that out of the way, everything else we do is just kind of icing on the cake here. So speedrun Ethereum, everybody got it? Okay. So let's talk about Scaffold ETH real quick. Let's do a little live demo. What do I have? About 20 minutes, 10 minutes? 26% battery, looking good. Okay, so Scaffold ETH is a dApp template. Basically, I came here to ETH Denver and built dApps year after year, and I found myself needing these same components, needing a lot of these same tools, so I built them into a repo called Scaffold ETH, and that's kind of like a good starter kit for getting started. And then from that, we've had hundreds and hundreds of branches that have come off of that. So if you're looking to make an NFT marketplace, or you're looking to make some weird DeFi ape protocol, there's always a branch somewhere of Scaffold ETH that will get you dangerously close to having that prototype ready to go. Okay, so let's do a quick little Scaffold ETH thing. I've got my front end here. I've got hard hat right here, and then I'm just yarn deploying here, right? Yarn deploy. And so what I can do is this dev loop right here, where what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn Solidity by copy and pasting things into my smart contract and changing them around. And what I mean by that is the first thing on speedrun Ethereum is like primitives and data types, I think, right? Global units, then primitives. So let's just say I'm learning about the UNT 256 primitive. You guys if you've seen any of my demos, I do this all the time, but let's just make a counter and set it equal to 5 and hit save. And as soon as that deploys, we'll see the front end auto adapt. And that's kind of the key. That dev loop right there is the key with Scaffold ETH. You can make a small change, you can deploy it to your front end, and you can see it here. So let's make a function that increments that counter, right? Live coding demo. Increment, right? Make it public. And what are we going to do? Counter plus plus? Done. Ship it. Send it to the auditor. Send it to the chain. There we go. Yarn deploy. And so what that's going to do is now my front end is going to have a nice little button that lets me increment through that. And there we go. And if I hit increment, I don't have any gas. Okay, now we get to talk about gas and wallets. So you'll notice there's a burner wallet in the top right. If I open up an incognito window and go to localhost, you'll notice a different account in the top right there. These are burner wallets. If I close that and create another one, it's going to be a new address. So you have these session wallets that allow you to easily prototype without running into problems with like MetaMask and pop-ups and chain IDs and nonces. You can just use a burner wallet and quickly kind of poke at your contract. So let's grab some ETH from our fake local chain, right? And now we have some gas, and I should be able to click through that, and there we go. We can see our counter is incrementing. So that's basically your loop within Scaffold ETH is you paste stuff into your contract, you deploy it, and then you tinker with it here, okay? So once you've gone through and done that for a while, get through primitives, get through mappings, then start in on the challenges. The first challenge is just a simple NFT, and then it gets into decentralized staking, a token vendor, And then we have these cohorts that open up, which are really cool. It's just kind of a random idea that we threw together. Basically, after you finish the first few challenges, we open up a room, a Telegram room. Right now there's about 50 people in each one of these. And their goal, each one, is to build their own DEX, or build your own multi-sig, or build your own SVG NFT. So you kind of like upgrade to this like kind of social thing where you can kind of chat and build through the thing. So that is the speed run. That is Scaffold ETH. I was thinking I might even like try to deploy something live. Let's try that real quick. So let's say we've tinkered around and we've built the app that we need. We've even built a little UI here, hello, and it works. Then it like sends an event. We've got, let's just pretend that our smart contract is solid and our front end is solid. Let's deploy this thing to Optimism, right? Let's ship it. So I'm gonna yarn generate, and that's gonna create a mnemonic for me locally. Then I'm going to yarn account. So this is just setting up my deployer. Now I got a nice little QR code. I'm gonna use my Punk wallet. If you don't have a Punk wallet, it's punkwallet.io. It's a quick burner wallet with Wallet Connect up front. I'm just gonna use it to send $30? How much is it gonna cost me to deploy on Optimism? $50, just in case. Okay, so $50 is now in my deployer, and I'm going to yarn deploy network Optimism. Look at that, it's already there. Oh, you can't even see that. That's probably way too zoomed in. Here we go. Let's deploy this thing to production. All right. So once your contract is deployed, like it is, there's one other change you need to make in your app, and this is kind of going to show why Scaffold ETH is so quick at prototyping. I'm going to change this one line. We were on localhost. Now we're on Optimism, and I'm going to hit save, and my front end is going to switch over to Optimism, and now it'll be pointed at our contract on Optimism. And just by switching to Optimism, now when I click this little address right here, guess what? It takes me to the Optimism block explorer. So switching your app from one EVM chain to another is that one configuration there in the front end. So we've deployed our smart contract. It's out there live. I can hit increment. I'm spending Optimism with a burner wallet. That's pretty wild. And yeah, so our app is live. I don't even know, there's not, oh, here, let's put it out. Let's do a yarn build, and we'll get that started, and I'll put it out on Surge, so then anyone at home could also get in here and set the purpose or whatever. Okay, so you've got Scaffold ETH, you've done the speed run, you're starting to pick up not just the language, but what makes Ethereum powerful, what it's good at, what it's not good at. You'll build an NFT, you'll build a staking app, you'll build a token vendor, you'll build a DEX, you'll build a multi-sig. Then it's time to start looking at these branches. So if I go to Scaffold ETH, just Google Scaffold ETH, I'm gonna go to the organization now, or the org, whatever this is, and I'm gonna go to examples, and I just wanna show you all these branches. Yeah, so just thinking of Scaffold ETH as a starter kit, there's just hundreds of starter kits from this starter kit, right? Here we go, a Circon starter kit. How dope is that? If you want to get into some ZK stuff and build some stuff, all of these are going to have a nice little README that'll take you through how you go about deploying and building this thing. Okay, I think we have about 5 minutes left. I don't know, am I 120 or 125? 125? Okay, so we got a little bit more time. Okay, let me go ahead. Let's Surge. Let's put this thing up on the internet. Second stage. .surge.sh. And our app is live on a public domain that anybody can go to, right? If you go to secondstage.surge.sh, ooh, no, it's not. That's going to go slow. Our up is a little choky here. Okay. We'll let that go. So, Scaffold ETH, speedrun Ethereum, get into the branches, fork Scaffold ETH, find the branch that you need. Next thing is build guild. So from here, once we found that like we had all these starter kits, I kind of like moved into the third phase of my own kind of growth, and I'm now at the point where I can fund developers, and I'm like selling my airdrops and streaming them to developers, and there's a handful of them here in the room. But basically, if you are a contributor to Scaffold ETH, I set up a stream. It's a smart contract stream, and it streams ETH to you. And then when you get in here and you build something, you turn in your work and withdraw funds. What's a good one? Here we go. Let's go grab Mark's. So so this is my buddy Mark. He lives in Iowa. He builds some cool stuff. So here he is. So he's turning in, cool. He made, I don't even know what this is. It's a Scaffold ETH TypeScript Alchemy NFT API. And he turned that in and withdrew $400. He should have withdrawn more than that. Okay, there we go. So here is a branch of Scaffold ETH I've never seen before, but it's something that he built, and it looks like it gets you started with Alchemy NFTs or something. So get in there and find all those branches. If you're a builder, reach out to me. Let me know. If you're building stuff, I want to reward you for that. And that's the Build Guild. And then spinning up even more, Owaki and the work stream within the Gitcoin DAO started Moonshot Collective. And Moonshot Collective is kind of like an Owaki version of Build Guild, I think is the nicest way to say it. It's a lot like Build Guild, but it's a little more hands-on. I'm very hands-off with Build Guild. I'm just like streaming to people and hoping that they're good people, and that's it, right? With Moonshot, we have more managers, we have more ideas about product market fit. We're kind of like the second stage of prototyping. If Build Guild is making the widgets, Moonshot is figuring out how to put that widget together and sell it as an app to other DAOs and DAO tooling. Let's see. So speaking of Moonshot, one of the coolest apps that they've made so far is Tip Party. Am I going to the production or the stage URL? Production? All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do a Tip Party too. Let's see. Did our website upload? I want to go see if I can. Oh man, I got 13% battery too. Woo-wee. There is our app, second stage, on, and let's just say hello world, and let's make, here we go, okay. I'm gonna hit connect, and I'm gonna wallet connect in my Punk wallet. So I'm just gonna hit the scanner like I'm normally scanning something, and I'm gonna connect into my app as my Punk wallet, except for wallet connect is not connecting. Oh, internet. Okay, well, darn it. Let's see. Let's try something else. Let's send some money to this burner wallet. How about that? What do we need? Couple bucks? All right. I'm going to send $5 using my burner wallet into this burner. Wow, that was fast. Way to go, Optimism. And now I'm going to say hello world, and hopefully that should trigger a transaction on a live app. So, within a very short amount of time, you can prototype and deploy a decentralized app using Scaffold ETH and these tools and branches for you. Okay, so that app is done. We deployed it live on Optimism in 5 minutes.